Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back today with another nerdy night video. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get down and nerdy. I don't know if I think I'm the only one who thinks that's funny. But today we're going to answer a very simple question, which is why am I not losing weight? Especially for those of you who have hypothyroidism. And so I'm going to try and answer this question not only as a personal trainer, but also as someone who has dealt with hypothyroidism and is obviously very obsessed with trying to understand the endocrine system at the moment. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to having fitness goals, you have to have very realistic fitness goals for them to actually work. Obviously, it's incredible to have some kind of end goal to work towards. I find I train better when I'm training with a goal. For me, my goal is not necessarily based around my weight, but it's generally around the weight that I'm lifting, and that's what motivates me, okay? Now, for you, if losing weight is the goal with which you are training, set a very realistic goal, understanding that you have hypothyroidism. So you have a body in which the metabolism is slower than the average person who does not have hypothyroidism. On top of that, you also have to evaluate your gender, so male versus female, as well as your age and any other medical conditions that you may have. So these are very, very essential to consider. For example, for me, as someone who is anemic and had hypothyroidism, there was a lot of things to consider when it came to losing the weight, because there was weakness on one level and then there was a whole bunch of other shit with hypothyroidism going on as well. So set very, very realistic goals for yourself. Those could be based off of the way you look or the way that you feel. If you're going to base your goals off of just the scale, know that is a very, very deceptive way to judge your progress. As you are training and as you are working out and you're getting into shape, you're eating healthy, you're trying to have the right supplements, you look at the scale and you see no difference, you don't know if you are burning fat or you're building muscle. I would recommend a more accurate way of tracking your progress is actually taking measurements of your body every 4 to 6 weeks. You want to take the measurements on the same side of your body because both sides of our body are not built the exact same way, and make sure you take these measurements 4 to 6 weeks apart so you're giving yourself enough time to transition through and make some progress. So you're going to measure your arm, your chest, your waist, your hips, your thigh, as well as your calf. One thing that I did was I actually also measured my neck, because when I first started my hypothyroidism weight loss journey, I noticed that I had quite a lot of weight around my face and my neck as well. And so those were also measurements I was taking, and I did notice a difference over time. The other thing to remember in this process is that it's going to be a very slow process. The reason for this obviously is, at the forefront, your metabolism is slower. But when you have hypothyroidism, there are so many different depletions in your body. There's so many different connection issues that are happening between your gland and your central nervous system that also really, really slow your process down. This does not mean that progress is not possible. It just means that progress requires a lot of discipline and perseverance. It took me, as someone who was regularly obviously working in the fitness industry, just under 3 years, so between 2.5 to 3 years, until I really started to feel like myself again. Now I'm at a point where I'm just under 2 kilos away from my new goal weight. So prior to hypothyroidism, I was sitting at about 56, 57 kilos. And now my goal is to be around 60, 61 kilos. And I'm sitting just over 61 point something kilos at the moment. And then obviously when I have my period or if I indulge in something, I kind of go up to around 62.5. And so knowing that, I also understand that I'm lifting heavy. So even if I am losing fat and building muscle, that may not be represented on the scale. So that's where I also really have to gauge how I'm feeling, how my clothes are fitting, how my overall energy is as well. The most important thing that you have to do is you have to stay disciplined. The supplements are absolutely essential for hypothyroidism, and it's absolutely crucial that you get your blood work done regularly. In most cases, regularly means you're getting it done once a year. This will allow you to see where your weaknesses are. This will allow you to see where you are deficient, and this could also be the cause of you potentially not losing weight, because there may be a disconnect between the receptors and your thyroid hormone. And so it's very important to keep your body in check as regularly as possible. A lot of the vitamins and minerals that are depleted in the body during hypothyroidism really need to be restored. This is also why taking those vitamins and minerals is absolutely essential. Again, I have made a video on this. I have created a little ebook for you guys. There's enough information that I have started to create on this subject on my channel. Not only that, making sure you are eating a hypothyroid friendly diet is very, very essential. Now, foods that are essential for every person or healthy for the average person are not going to be healthy for you. One of the big things in that is cruciferous vegetables. Green smoothies are just a no-no. They contain a lot of cruciferous vegetables that you just have to steer clear from. Make your own green smoothie at home using green apples, pineapples, celery. You can use almond butter, almond milk, water, coconut water. Get your nutrition through these foods and steer clear of the cruciferous vegetables and steer clear of soy-based products. Again, this is another video in itself that's already been made for you guys. So these things are very, very important. You want to make sure you're having a lot of foods that are rich in a lot of the vitamins and minerals that I've mentioned. Again, give it time. Just stay on track. You're going to have days where you're really not going to feel motivated. You're going to have days where you're feeling depressed, and know that that is not because of you. It's actually because this is what happens in hypothyroidism, and often it can happen due to a deficiency in a certain vitamin or mineral in the body. Also, because this affects the way your gland communicates with your central nervous system, it can also really affect your cerebral function. So these are things that are just happening within your body. Ultimately, you have to do the things that you can control. Stay positive, stay on track, build a schedule, stay on schedule, work out regularly, take your vitamins, eat healthy foods. Of course, every now and then it's okay to indulge, but overall, 90% of the time, stay on track, live your life, be kind to yourself, and know that it's okay. The progress is coming. Sometimes it's tough to see it when you're in that moment, but looking back, you're like, wow, I can't believe it's already been a year. So think, if you start now, or if you had started a year ago from now, you would already be a year closer to your goal. So start now, and a year is gonna go by like that, okay? Stay motivated, stay on track. If you have any other questions, leave them down below and let me know how I can help you out. The only other thing that I ask is make sure you subscribe to this channel, because that really helps me out. I guess this was another little nerdy night video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, think strong always, and I'll talk to you very soon.